finish the evening. You know that applause all the way down the stairs. Thank you, those of you down the stairs who can't see it, but thank you for being with us in spirit at least. The key part of the evening, I'm going to be quite blunt, is about money. You don't fight a war without ammunition, and we are in a war. If anyone thinks we're not in a war, then just look at those Muslims in Luton, and look or keep an eye open for the t-shirts that some of their mates wear. And they represent a very significant part of the attitudes of young Muslims in this country. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And what a lot of them wear these days is t-shirts with 2030, the year we take over, printed on them. And if you think, well, there's not that many of them, well, unless you come from Blackburn and so on, not that many. Demographics doesn't work like that. Because of when their parents arrived and the age they are, there's a huge block of young Muslims at present, aged between about 16 and 18. It's a hugely disproportionate number of them, and they're all about to start having children. And the Islamic population doesn't grow, well, no big growing population grows like this. It grows in spurts. Boom. Boom. Bang! And we are just at that point where the population is about to explode in numbers. And then 20 years after that, that baby boom will go boom in a huge way. And at that point, it's too late to get this country back. It's as simple as that. There'll be so many of them, and they'll be so much younger and tougher, because while our kids sit around playing computer games or drink industrial quantities of lager, they do what their good book tells them, and they train. They get down the gyms, they take steroids, they pump themselves up, and they learn martial arts. And they're tough, they're a very tough people. And if it comes to fighting, they have the advantage that they can skip across to all sorts of failed Muslim states and be trained and equipped and come back here when it suits them. We've got nowhere. We've got nowhere except the sea to be pushed into. And it is a war. We're in a war, although it's undeclared by most, except those who wear 2030, the year we take over. There's no more clear declaration of war. You know, in 1939, people were hoping to avoid a declaration of war till a few minutes before it broke out. Here we've got a declaration of war more than 20 years in advance. So we can't ever say we weren't warned. And one day, your children or your grandchildren will turn around to every single one of you, those still alive, and say, well, when this was building up, what did you do? Now, you can say far more than most people, because you can already say, I defied Labour Party hired thugs and the police force to go to British National Party meetings and listen to the truth and help to build the atmosphere in a meeting like this tonight. That's good. It's not enough. Because applause doesn't buy leaflets. Enthusiasm alone, unless it's channelled, doesn't win votes. We need activism and we need money. Activists can't do anything without leaflets, without newspapers, without billboards. It's all about money. And it's impolite in English society to talk about money. Tough luck. It's too late to be polite. We're fighting a war. I've got 3 young daughters. I don't want them growing up in a British version of Saudi Arabia. So I fight, and the way I fight is by telling people the truth. And in this case, the truth is, we need your money to fight an effective campaign. So in a moment, the 2 young ladies will have the sandbags, and we need them filled up. Now, if you're here, and you've just lost your job, your house is under threat, the kids are at the age when every 6 weeks they seem to need new shoes, then don't, if you can't afford it, don't put a penny in. But get in touch with your organiser later as you leave, or tomorrow morning, and say, look, I can't give money, but I can give time, I can give effort, and do more to get out there on the streets. But if, on the other hand, you're here with a pint in your hand, cigarettes in your pocket, thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
on England's map.